Alright, what is up folks? Welcome back to another video here on Forza Horizon 5. We're here to check out another new vehicle as part of the Forza Horizon 5 Season 7 update. We're here to check out not only a new festival playlist vehicle, but also we are checking out a returning vehicle. But the car in question is this, which is the 1992 Ferrari 512 TR, or Testarossa. Now, this is part of the Winter Festival playlist, and all you have to do, this is pretty easy, but all you have to do is reach 20 points, so this shouldn't be too hard for you guys to obtain this vehicle. What is stock? This is A-Class 733. It is part of the Retro Supercars category. It has 421 horsepower with 488 Nm of torque. Now, some of you may have already recognized this vehicle due to the design I've got on this car already. But you may have seen this vehicle in the classic American TV series Miami Vice. Although you would think in the show that they actually used the real Testarossas shown in the TV series, but fun fact, the Testarossas shown in the actual TV series were actually part of a C3 Corvette. I don't know how they managed to pull that off, but I guess they pulled it off somehow. First thoughts on this car, I'm actually quite loving it, especially with the design that I've got already on it, like I mentioned before. Here's the interior, in case if you guys are a bit curious as to what it looks like. And for me personally, I quite love the engine sound for this vehicle. I know it seems to be a bit of a pattern with the last several car showcases that I've done. But I'm seriously not joking about that. That guy just sped past pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm not joking about that. I'm quite loving the engine sound. But not only that, I'm quite loving this addition into the game. With the festival playlist cars, like this one, that will enable me to, of course, go back and do my usual 2 races. One stock and one upgraded to put this car into the test. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight in to our first race. Alright, here we go folks. It's our first race, as per usual, with the Ferrari 512 TR, or Testarossa. And we are doing a road race that actually goes up the volcano. Perfect for this case, as of course I'm going to be testing out the handling for this vehicle. See, handling so far is pretty good. Of course, it is not the best, but it will do. I'm definitely not disappointed by this car being added into the game, of course. Now, I know I've said this many times before, but everyone is entitled to their own opinions. Some people may like this car, some people may not. Of course, I'm not going to hate on you guys on what opinions you stand by. But for me, I'm definitely not disappointed by this car being added into the game. And overall, so far, I'm quite happy with it. Especially with its performance so far. Now, this is rear-wheel drive also. I'm actually quite impressed that it actually handles pretty well rear-wheel drive. But I'm probably going to end up making this all-wheel drive anyway when we get to the customization. But if this just a habit of mine, I personally prefer all-wheel drive over rear-wheel. Like I said, overall, so far, I am quite happy with this car in the game. Definitely quite loving its looks, actually. I actually forgot to mention that as well. I'm definitely quite loving this look here. Definitely loving it here. If I can pass this by 911, there we go. And there we go. We got ourselves our first win. Actually, the Lamborghini Diablo wasn't too far behind, but it wasn't enough. I won that race, even though it wouldn't really matter too much. Alright, so, since the design's already on here, like I mentioned before, we're going to just jump straight on to the customization. So, of course, we've got We got the stock engine, which I'm kind of tempted to just leave on, but we'll see what the other engine swaps are. We got the we got a 4-liter flat 6. We've got a racing V12. Oh, a 6-liter V12. I'm actually quite loving that, actually. You know what? Fuck it. We might as well put that one on. But of course, everyone has their own preferences as to how they customize their vehicles. So of course, this is my personal build on it. And like I mentioned, I'm going to put this to all-wheel drive because I'm not really going to be using these like for online races and such. I'm probably going to end up using this for like poker games and stuff with my friends and whatnot. Now, of course, I'm not going to worry about the visual customization for this car as well. You may have already seen them plenty of times before. It is going to be just like the standard front bump, visual aero front bumper and the rear wing on it. So of course we're going to go ahead and leave them out. I actually like these stock rims, so I'm going to leave it with them on. And the rest of these upgrades are going to be pretty straightforward from here on out. Let's do a nice quick fire. Oh, there we go. Now in S2. Just over in S2. Oh yeah, I'm definitely quite loving the engine here. Oh yeah, yeah. Personally, I quite like the engine sound, but of course, everyone has their own opinions. So of course, again, I'm not gonna judge on you guys what opinions you stand by here. And there we go. So that is my build on this car done. So of course, we made it from just over 420 horsepower, of course 421, an A-Class 733, to S2941, and we made it to just near 1,200 horsepower. To be specific, that is 1,182. So that sounds pretty quick, but of course we're going to go ahead and put that into the test by actually doing that other race again, that volcano road race again, to see how it all goes, because why not? But here we go, here's the car, of course, all done. So we may as well go ahead and do our quick little run in this car. Oh yeah, I'm actually definitely loving the engine sound here when it's all upgraded. So yeah, I'm definitely being honest when it comes to the engine sound here. Personally, I'm quite loving the engine sound done. Little quick little interior view here. Of course, it is not the quickest thing in the world, but of course that will have to do for now. And since, of course, the same race we just did is just up here, that is the perfect segue into the second race. Here we go, folks. Second race. And I believe, I could be wrong on this, but I believe this is actually the first time that when it comes to testing out these cars, both stock and upgraded, that the races that I actually do were the same 2 races. So if that's the case, this is actually the first time that I end up doing the same race twice to test out the car. So I think it's all upgraded. The handling is still pretty good, in my opinion here. But of course that will depend on the player's skill, I guess. The handling is not the best, but it's definitely not the worst either. So I'm quite happy with it. And overall, I'm quite happy with this vehicle. Definitely loving its looks again, especially with the pop-up headlights as well. Definitely loving the interior. Now of course, it is nothing too special. But I quite like it nevertheless. Definitely loving the engine sound all upgraded here. I actually kind of prefer the engine sound all upgraded. But compared to stock, but nevertheless, I quite like both engine sounds, stock and upgraded here. And overall, I am quite satisfied and happy with this addition to the game. Oh, there we go, we got a second win. Nice. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. If you guys want to see more Forza Horizon 5 content like this in the future, make sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications so you never miss out on content like this in the future. And big credit to this guy right here. Now, of course, I don't usually do these in these car showcases. I'm just shouting out the person who made the design, but I may as well do it here since, of course, this came up here. So if this Memphis guy's watching this video by any chance, a big shout out to you. This design is really cool. I really love it in here. So yeah, I shall see you guys in the next video. Peace out, folks.